Last time on Distant Shores, we loaded our southerly 480 onto a yacht transport ship for her journey to her new owners in Seattle. We flew from Panama directly to Amsterdam and then drove an hour and a half up north to the sailboat building mecca of Mackem. This is a small town in the northern province of Friesland that still has an active fishing fleet, but right behind is the first sign of her boat building heritage, the enormous Fayad Ship Factory, world-class builders of some of the largest super yachts in the world. And also just behind, there's our destination, the sailboat building factories of the Enkhuizen brothers, and right across the harbor, KM Yachts, builders of the Bestevaer line of aluminum sailboats.
We're Cheryl and Paul Shard, hosts of the Distant Shores Sailing Adventure TV series. This time on Distant Shores, we're excited to be test sailing two different aluminum sailboats, both built by KM Yachts.
We've got a gorgeous July day, heading out onto the IJsselmeer for a test sail on Bestevaer 45 Lyon. There's not a ton of wind today, but we've brought all the light wind sails. And we're really lucky to get to try this boat because she is brand new. The owners have only had her for 3 weeks. She's only been launched a couple months ago and the yard's been working on her. And we're going to get to give her a try. I just hope there's enough of a breeze to see what we can see. You got the Jenniker up. Oh, wow. That is a gorgeous mast. Very beautiful Selden Regal in carbon. And they've tried to keep the boat light and high performance. Got some great set of sails for her. They're UK sails. Pretty high-tech stuff and a full suit with the Jenniker as well as a Code Zero. So this is a Bestevaer 45. She's built by KM Yachts up in Mackem nearby here. We've come down for the day to sail her and take a tour around, look at her, and see about if this might be one of the boats we'd be considering for the new Distant Shores 4. So let's take a look around at this Bestevaer 45. Wandering around, she just feels so sturdy. Building in aluminium allows a relatively light boat, which surely helps with great light air performance. She's designed for a couple with occasional guests. This isn't a boat to cram in lots of people. There's a single head in the center of the boat and an optional watertight bulkhead, beautifully engineered. So we have to pay with the wooden shoe, and he's ready with it. We're gonna
€7.
get ready to go.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. So we're just maneuvering in the middle of the lock and waiting for it to go down, just equalizing between the level of the IJsselmeer and the canal system. So it looks like we're going down about a meter or so. Maybe that's not even that much. And then we're right in the center of gorgeous old Lemmer town up ahead here.
This brings back happy memories. Paul and I came through Lemmer on Distant Shores 2 way back in 2010.
Our second test sail occurs on a windier day, as we're going out with the designer of this Bestevaer 53. We're very excited today to be here at KM Yachts. We're going out for a test sail with legendary designer Gerard Dykstra, who did the Bestevaer yachts as well as some other incredible yachts over a long period of designing. And when he designed the Bestevaer, he designed it for himself as his ultimate dream yacht for sailing in difficult waters. And he's going to take us on a little tour around the yacht today, and we're going to get to go out for a sail.
You can call me Gerry, that's easier.
Gerry, we're on board with Gerry. Will you show us some of the features of your this was really your dream boat, or you tell us a bit of the story of how you designed this?
Well, about 20 years ago I was handing over the design office to Thijs Nichols, and as part of that I hope to get more free time. So I took some time to together with the guys in the office to design the Bestevaer, which is now the first of the range, the first one at 53 feet. We like to go cruising in the colder climates, so we made it a sturdy vessel, very strongly built, and she has some special features which makes it easy to sail the boat in the winter and in colder climates. Chart table is very important, at least to me. I used to be a professional navigator on racing yachts in the 70s and early 80s, so a chart table has always been a high priority. And this one, like the first boat I designed in 1975, has a semi-gimbaled chart table, which I can demonstrate to you.
Oh, like racing boats,
yeah.
Wow.
The whole boat is quite ergonomic in its layout, as you can see in the galley. The biggest asset here is the transverse gimbaled stove, which is the well-known Force 10. And it has a gimbaled worktop as well.
Oh my gosh, I've never seen that.
So that makes it quite well. It is never comfortable to cook when you're going to weather.
Yes.
But at least you can survive.
Right, and set things out.
Yeah. 4 watertight compartments. So if we close this door, she is fully one. She's a fully one compartment, what we call a one compartment vessel. So any compartment can flood, and you can still sail the boat home with caution.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, do you
When
want
2
to
compartments flood, then you might have a problem.
Yes.
We carry nearly 2 tons of water, which we can transfer by way of gravity. And so I have 600 fresh water and 1200, 1400 salt water, seawater. And the seawater is pumped in when you need it. And the fresh water, we use it when it is there. And when the fresh water is finished, of course, we cannot use it for ballast. Yeah, so we have a tank on port side and starboard. One for the fresh water and one for the pumpable seawater. It makes a difference of in lighter airs of 8 degrees of heel. So it makes sailing quite more comfortable, less tiring, and you can reduce your angle of heel. Of course, you can also use it to go faster. You still heel the same.
Right.
Yeah? And use the extra power to go quicker.
Which do you do?
We can take the comfortable route.
Yeah.
You reduce the angle of heel and still have a very decent speed.
Paul and I feel very privileged to be sailing with this renowned yacht designer and his wife Evelyn today, and aboard such a special Bestevaer, the first of many designed by Dykstra Naval Architects.
It's our first day sailing in the Netherlands after 11 years. This is such a beautiful little corner to sit and be all protected out of the wind and everything. Wind in the spray, and you get a nice view through the Pilothouse windows too. Really great.
A true Pilothouse is one of the features we want for our new boat.
This boat sails along briskly with a very smooth motion. If we'd been on a longer tack, I would like to have tried the water ballast system, which would stand her up a bit more in the breeze.
Gerry is now designing a smaller 36-foot Bestevaer for local cruising.
The tiller steering is an unusual feature on such a large boat, but Gerry told me they mostly steer by autopilot and raise the tiller up out of the way, making the cockpit more spacious without the wheel. What are we doing, 20 degrees heel now?
We have now 16, 15, 16.
And we could cut that back to 10 if we had the water ballast. Cool. We don't have water ballast down today for the short runs in here. This is a real Pilothouse, a proper Pilothouse. Look at that. What a great view you get out of here. Absolutely fabulous. And you've got your charts and everything, and a big desk drawer, either for a desk or for a chart table if you like. You can see what you're doing. All the tools here, and you got a great view around. What a huge treat to get to go sailing on the boat with the designer. And it's his own boat that he has sailed 60,000 miles with his wife over 18 years and visited so many interesting places. We've got stories about them going to Greenland and all the way down to South America, all over the place in 18 years of cruising in this boat. It's been a treasure to see how well she sails too. She really has a very smooth motion and some good power with the big lead keel here. And she just is a beautiful tribute to a life developing sailing designs for all the interesting boats that he's built over the years too. So here in the IJsselmeer, what a great day for a test sail, and our first time ever out sailing on a Bestevaer. Join us next time as we investigate another aluminium sailboat by Satellite Yacht Design.
Please give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this episode, and subscribe to follow on as we go through the custom build process.